I believe in my light pink cased iPad. 3 stitches. That's how many stitches I got on the right side of my head from being an iPad kid. I was 8 years old and I had my iPad for around 4 years then. I would carry it with me everywhere I went and with my face directly looking at it. It was storming the night. I got 3 stitches. Despite the tornado warning, my family and I didn't seem to mind. As I sipped on a strawberry banana smoothie my dad made me, we played games on my iPad. I had to go to the bathroom and decided to bring my iPad with me. Little did I know that the glass shower door had different plans for me. Since then, 3 values have repeated in my head: focus, trust, and responsibility. I believe in my light pink case iPad. Keep in mind that I always got distracted by the most minor things when I was younger, whether it was an ant crawling on the ground or a plane roaring in the sky. This incident happened in the bathroom. I was in the master bathroom. It was very spacious. When you enter the bathroom, to the left, you see two very messy sinks with two mirrors on the wall, one being my dad's side and one being my mom's. To the right, you would see the clear glass shower with a door, not a curtain as many others have. Directly in front of you, there's a broken bathtub and a door to the toilet. The ceilings are covered with white popcorn paint, and the walls are painted in a dark brown, almost black color. At that moment, two green rugs were covering the cold gray bathroom tiled floor. The see-through shower door was open because my dad forgot to close it that morning after he had taken his own shower. As I entered, my head was staring at my iPad screen, and since the door was open, I didn't look up. Smack! Everything went blurry. I couldn't see anything, and I had this loud ringing sound in my ears. Before I knew it, blood was gushing down my head and dripping onto the floor, making the rug stain the dark reddish brown. I started to scream as my mom and dad rushed to the bathroom to see what was going on. They found a very gory scene and immediately rushed me to the hospital. While on the way to the hospital, I was holding a bucket near my head to make sure I wouldn't bleed all over the car. The car ride felt longer than any other I've ever been on. It felt like hours when in reality it was just minutes. I was stabbed with a needle as soon as I got to the hospital, and after exactly 5 minutes, I could feel nothing. I'm most relieved because the pain has gone away, or so I thought. I eventually fell asleep, and when I woke up, I felt something in my head. Turned to the mirror, and there were 3 stitches. I couldn't believe I had pieces of nylon in my head. I never imagined it happening to me. I thought the hard part was already over, but I was wrong. The recovery took so many days, and I was in so much pain all of those days. I was convinced that my light pink case iPad was bad juju. I had I have had a scar on the right side of my forehead since then, but today I realized that my iPad was not in bad luck. In fact, the problem was in me. I get distracted easily and I need to focus on one thing at a time. I learned many things from this experience, even at a very young age. Focus, trust, responsibility. I learned to value being focused, trust the people around me, to be responsible. If I had been focused on one thing at the time, I wouldn't have been distracted and have run into the door. I had trust in the people around me, such as my parents and the doctors in the hospitals, and I turned out just fine. Had I been more responsible, the situation may have never happened and I wouldn't be left with a scar. Although this was a traumatic experience for me, it was beneficial to my life. It taught me many lessons and many values. I believe in focus, trust, and responsibility. I believe in my light pink cased iPad.